Today's hike is up to Cinnamon Gardens, up through Cinnamon Gardens, onto the old Ridge Road, over to Spring, down through Spring Estate. And Spring is very high end here in Bequia. And then we're going to go down through Spring Estate, back down to sea level, over to the beach at Spring, and then out to Anse Beach. And then we're going to come back in and see some beautiful old trees. So we're going to head on up this track now. This is an example of the kind of track that we have to walk. It's actually quite an easy track to walk, no problem. And then we come down onto a paved road that brings us down through Spring Estate. Come on! We've got a cedar tree here. This is a very small example of one. They grow very tall with huge roots spreading out all over the place. But this tree has a very unusual quality to it, and that's the leaf. If you bend the leaf, snap it like that, there's a beautiful lemon, cinnamon, basil smell to it. But you have to come and smell it yourself, guys. You see just above the tree line here, very strong current flowing through the Bequia channel. And then in the distance, we have St. Vincent. Spring Beach, and lovely beach on the windward side, nice place to bathe. It's also quite a popular venue for people who want to have a beach wedding. And friends of mine in January got married here under these trees. So we're going to walk along this beach now. Okay, so we're now at the beginning of the trail out to Anse. As you can see, it's a single track, kind of rocky trail, but it's not a steep trail at all. What we have over here is an example of a dry stone wall that was probably built in the late 1700s, early 1800s. We've reached Anse Beach. As you can see, it's not really a beach, sand beach, it's a stone beach. Wild Atlantic stone beach, plenty of surf coming in here. There's lots of flotsam and debris thrown up here, but there's also lots of really interesting pieces of coral, some shells, and you have an example here of sea fan that's just washed up. Okay, so what we have here is an example of land crabs and their holes. So here we have another example of an almond tree, which are not native here to the West Indies. They're actually brought in from Pakistan and India, but they were brought in because the branches spread out and they have broad leaves and they provide great shade. And many of the trees, especially out in the bush, they have these incredibly knotted root systems. Okay, so what we have here is an example of what local people call a monkey tree, and it's one of the few examples we have here in Bequia There's quite a few examples in the forests in St. Vincent, and these trees are actually a parasite. They grow on a parent tree and send down these aerial roots. It's an example of what the old forest used to be like, which there isn't very much of it left here in Bequia anymore. And this is pretty much the end of the trail. We're going to walk out past this old almond tree here with its knotty roots, back out onto the road, which is a 2-minute walk through the bush and through the field. And this trail ends out on the road here. As I said earlier, if people want to head up to the Firefly restaurant and hotel and have a drink up there, that's a great way to end this tour.